up, greatness gang? D4G here.
I am back. What it do, baby?
Hey, today I'm bringing y'all my top 5 Lattafas that are in my collection. Now, one of y'all asked me for this list a few weeks ago, so bringing it to y'all today. Now, there are a few honorable mentions that we are going to go ahead and go over. I'm just going to do 3, but my 3 honorable mentions is going to be Fokker from the House of Lattafa. This is a very nice white EDP clone, a lot of apples, very nice, like exactly a one-of-one. This is a very nice fragrance. The second fragrance is going to be Assad. Now, this one y'all already know, man, the Sauvage Elixir clone. Yeah, this is very nice, bro. This is up there for sure. Top 10 as far as like my Middle Easterns for life. And then the third fragrance from the House of Lattafa is gonna be I Am White, Ana Abadai. A lot of fruits. This is their Xerjoff Herba Pure clone. A lot of fruits, good amount of pear, musk. This is a beautiful fragrance as well. This could easily make the list. But now I'm gonna present to y'all my top 5 Lattafa fragrances in my collection. Let's start off with number 5. Starting the list off, surprisingly, this is the one clone fragrance on the list that I actually do know is a clone. And I'm talking about Hayati Al Maliki. Yeah, but if you're looking for Phantom by Paco Rabanne, the EDT, look no further. I got you covered. Lemon, rhubarb, lavender, clary sage, vetiver, and vanilla. Now this one is extremely high on those citruses up top. But you do got a good amount of rhubarb in there as well. Extremely aromatic in the opening. You're gonna get a lot of that lemon mixing together with the rhubarb. Now you can pick up slight hints of that lavender in the opening, but just know, bro, this is an extremely citrus dominant, smoky fragrance with a very nice vanilla aromatic style dry down. This fragrance is loud. This fragrance is literally a one-on-one of Phantom EDT. I don't care what you got going on. Damn near year round, bro. You can really do this in almost any situation and any season. Whether it's day or night, it doesn't matter if it's cold or hot. You can really just throw this one on and go. Could be signature scent if you're a big fan of that Paco Rabanne Phantom DNA. I like it. That's why y'all see it on the list. I can tell you right now that if I did not have the original, I would have just stuck with this one. Number 5 fragrance, we started off with Al Maliki from the House of Lattafa. Now this fragrance is an oldie but a goodie, man. Well, new to me, but might be old to y'all in a way. And I'm talking about Al Amid from the House of Lattafa. This is from their Prod line, and this is I think they have 3 of them. This is the first one I have, and bro, this shit is lovely. Clary sage, mandarin orange, pineapple, pepper, leather, and musk. This is an extremely refreshing with a good amount of citrus aromatic type of fragrance. You do get hints of that leather in the opening, so if you're not a big fan of leather, you definitely want to stay away from this one. This one you're already going to get cues of that leather, but it comes off very warm in a way, especially with how those citruses mixing together with the aromatics is going together with that leather note. Yeah, it's a hit. If you're a big fan of leather, you're gonna like this one. This is mainly gonna be for my people that like those leather aromatics. Y'all know I'm a big fan of leather, especially as it hits the dry down, and I'm a big fan of aromatics. So this one was a win-win for me once I smelled it. This fragrance is clean. This fragrance is also casual. This fragrance is really a Swiss Army knife. One of those ones that you can wear any season, any reason. You can dress this up whether you're doing first impressions, or you can really dress this down if you're out and about chilling with the fellas. Still has that factor of what we're looking for when it comes to date night. So even if it's on a date night situation, even if it's a date situation, you can still pull this one out when you with your lady or if you with somebody that you're trying to impress. Maybe the second most versatile fragrance on this list. Yeah, the number 4 fragrance, Al Amid from the Prod line of Lattafa. Now these last 3, if you've been following this channel for a while, you kind of already know what my top 2 are. This third one y'all already know about as well, but the top 2 y'all already know if you are A1 since day 1. The number 3 fragrance is warm. The number 3 fragrance is spicy. The number 3 fragrance even gives us a little bit of a gourmand feel. Yeah, y'all know which one I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about that Camera, the original Camera from the House of Lattafa. Personally, I'm taking this one over the new one, Kawa, any day, bruh. Cinnamon, bergamot, dates, tuberose, vanilla, myrrh, and benzoin. Now this is one of those sweet, warm, spicy fragrances. Definitely going to give you that gourmand feel thanks to those dates as well as the praline that you have in the mid. But one thing that I do really like about this one is the overall freshness that you get from it. Thanks to the tuberose that you have in the mid, you do get a good dose of freshness that does go throughout all phases of this fragrance. Now when opening it is definitely going to be more so warm, spicy, a little bit of sweetness, but it's still going to be mostly spicy in that opening. Transition is going to be a little bit more gourmandish while still maintaining those spices from the opening, mainly the cinnamon. And then the dry down is really going to maintain a lot of that sweetness from the vanilla. You still have some from the dates. You also have some from the praline. And even the myrrh is adding a little bit of sweetness as well. Not overly sweet. It's still mostly spicy in a way. But this to me is that perfect do something, go to something type of fragrance. If I'm doing something late night, out and about with my lady, out and about just in general, and I'm trying to impress a lady, yeah, bro, you really can't go wrong with this one. Not the most versatile for sure. Personally, I see this more so cold winter, so definitely fall, winter time for sure. Also, evening to nighttime. Daytime, I can reach for something else. But nighttime, when I'm trying to, nighttime, yeah, it's something else that this fragrance just is an easy go-to. Great compliments with this, but great performance with this also. You can wear out this and it'll still be on your skin the next morning, especially if you're going out at night. Amazing pickup if you were able to get it. My third Lattafa fragrance is Common. Now these next two was a little hard, man. It was hard to figuring out what place I wanted to put these in. But I do think that I finally figured it out. The number 2 fragrance on the list is gonna be Khabi from the House of Lattafa. First of all, bro, do you see that bottle presentation? And for those who might not know, man, all Khabi means is woods. And you get a lot of woods in this fragrance. Lemon, bergamot, jasmine, white flowers, rose, woodsy notes, and musk. Extremely woody, fam. Now you do have those citrus undertones, and that's big in the opening. I'm a big fan of that freshness that you get, even though it's still woody dominant. I'm a big fan of how that opening comes off, mixing together with the lemon and the bergamot. A good dose of citrus that goes up in the top of this fragrance while mixing together with those wood. Now this fragrance does have a lot of floral chords in it, but you really don't pick that up. You pick up a little bit of the jasmine as well as the white flowers, but the rose, you don't get it. Don't think that this is a unisex fragrance. This fragrance is strictly masculine in my opinion. For my men out there, if you enjoy woods, if you enjoy that citruses, like faint citrus, it's mostly woods, fam, you can rock with this one. One of my Swiss Army knives year-round fragrance. I don't care what I have going on. I can dress this fragrance up. I can dress this fragrance down. I can use this for first impression. I can use this for daytime. I can use this for nighttime. This fragrance is literally just me. Max 30 for sure. And this is one of my top 10 fragrances, Middle Eastern of all time. Max 30 in general, but as far as like my Middle Easterns go, this is going to be one that it would be hard pressed for me to leave the collection. This one will probably always be in my collection. It is that nice to me. And I don't really see too many people talking about it. I could go on and on, but just know for me, backup bottle worthy for sure. Still got a good amount of juice in here, but I will be getting another one, fam. I just have to. My number 2 Lattafa fragrance that I have in my collection is going to be Khabi from the House of Lattafa. And this last one, man, if you know, you know. This fragrance is warm. This fragrance got a good amount of spice to it. This fragrance is extremely smoky at the same time. Probably the most elegant fragrance on this list next to Common. And I'm talking about Shahari from the House of Lattafa. Man, if you want to know a fragrance that's pretty much like Mo, like a Mo fragrance, that's D4G. If you smell that, that's D4G. Bro, this is it, man. This is phenomenal. Cinnamon, argwood, saffron, rose, incense, leather, vanilla, and some musk. A very nice, spicy, earthy fragrance with a good amount of Middle Eastern undertones to it. Now in the opening, the cinnamon and saffron, you're gonna get a good dose of that. It's very much extremely spicy in that opening, but you do get a good hint of that incense as well. That, bro, I'm telling you, the way the smoke mixes together with those spices in the opening, this fragrance doesn't have much of a gourmand feel, especially in that opening. It's gonna come off extremely spicy, a good amount of wood, and a good amount of smoke. Now, as it starts to transition, you are able to pick up a little bit of the rose, but that does not mean that it's a rose dominant fragrance. This fragrance is still gonna be pretty much spices, incense, and woods until you hit that dry down. And then once you hit that dry down, you get that beautiful vanilla that starts to come out, a little faint of that musk, but mostly vanilla. And the dry down is still gonna be spices, like you got spices in the dry down. But it is a nice balance the way it's mixing together with those spices, woods, and the vanilla. It's a beautiful blend, especially in the dry down. Now, personally, this is a grown man's fragrance. Do it all type of fragrance. You can dress this up or down as well, day or night. Now, this one really does have a great balance between day or nighttime. Personally, if I'm out with the fellas, I can see this being that go-to fragrance for my fellas. Even if I'm out with my lady, this could be a great fragrance for date situations as well. But if she's cool with those dark masculine scents, spices, yeah, this is where Shahari comes to play at. Because it's still going to have a nice touch of rose in that dry down that really does something, man. I've gotten great compliments from this fragrance. And the performance factor is there as well. You don't have to worry about this one being a slouch. 7+ hours for sure, with my average being around that 8-hour mark. The number one Lattafa fragrance in my collection to this day.
To this day! To this day!
Is still Shahari from the house of Lattafa. These two I'm a fool for. But that's gonna be the video, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Do you have any of these fragrances in your collection? And if you do, where do they rank as far as the Lattafas that you have in your collection? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. But with all that being said, we got to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Stay on your square. Stay on your purpose. Don't let nobody take you off of it, fam. D4G, truly blessed. Destined for greatness. Yeah.